Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Tyranny. Last episode we went through Conquest, which basically told of the history of how we joined in the conquest of the tiers. Now we're finally here and I have a lot I need to look at here. So those are basically combat abilities and the like. What is this? Toggle party AI, stealth toggle, select all party members, formations, camping supplies, camping is resting, dodge, parry, endurance defense, will defense, magic defense, armor. This is all of our information. Talents. Okay, that's basically your skills, spells, combo abilities, artifact abilities, reputation abilities, battle stance, weapon sets, quick items. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go through all of these. We've got our inventory. Kyros's Edict. This scroll contains the words of Kyros's edict you have been commanded to deliver. If Ascension Hall has not been taken by my forces before morning on the Day of Swords, all in the valley when this edict is passed will perish. Ooh. Ceremonial Fate Binder of Tunon Helm. What is this? Oh, that's coins! That's its value. And we've got armor, gloves, and boots. I like how it actually basically hovers over and shows what has changed. We got the sword, we got Fatebinder's shield, bronze javelin, Fatebinder's shield. Okay, we've got all the party stash, which got lesser healing potion, nothing else. I think, yeah, party stash is basically where we store all of our things. That's all the stuff I have. Let's see, character sheet. Okay, these are all the skills and the like. I'll see how that goes. Talents. Oh boy, this is okay, we'll get to those at a different point. Journal. Okay, these are our quests. Reputation, nothing yet. Spell creation. You do not know any chorus sigils. Okay, we can't make a spell. Spire, don't have anything there. Missives, we don't have anything there. Alright, well, you appear to wish to speak with us.
I got it.
Kairos the Overlord be praised. When I heard the avalanche, I feared the valley was sealed with you on the other side. The disfavored warrior claps her gauntlet to her breastplate, the traditional salute of her legion. Conversations involve you, another character, and sometimes additional parties. Characters' attributes, skills, history, and gender, as well as decisions you make in the conquest, all open up options. Each character who speaks with you will display a banner beneath their portrait. These banners indicate which faction the character is allied with. Useful. Details will tell you how that faction feels about you. Okay. And you will often see the names of important characters and locations displayed in a gold text color. Tooltips will provide important information. Good. The commander wouldn't say why the governor of Lethian's Crossing would be coming, but since we have no forgers here, I imagine you're here to knock some sense into the voices of Narat. I mean, mediate with the Archons so that we might agree on a plan to wipe out these Oathbreakers. Disfavored gain major favor. Oh! Conquest decision. In honor of the Vendrian Guard reneging on the surrender of 429, soldiers in both the Disfavored and Scarlet Corps now refer to these tiersmen as Oathbreakers. It's perhaps one of the few points of agreement between us. Okay. But on a personal note, it is good to see another Harbinger. By Kyros's will, most of our old invasion force still lives, but most of us have been scattered across the tiers, reassigned as needs change. I miss those days, when there was so much battle ahead of us, so much glory to be won. But I know the Archons are expecting you. Don't let me wax nostalgically about the old days. Let's see. Can you hear that hum in the air, that glow around the rocks? The avalanche is Kyrus's magic. The Overlord has sealed the valley. Your senses see more than mine, good Fatebinder. I do not pretend to know much about such things, but if that was Kyrus's magic and you're here on important business, well, you don't have to be the Archon of Secrets to guess that you're here to proclaim an edict. What does Kyrus have in store for the enemy? 10 years of festering plague? An edict of twisted bones? I come bearing an edict of Kairos. Our soldiers will complete their task. Or die. The edict is leveled against us. Her eyes widen with fear. Her posture slackens. But the Scarlet Chorus prevents us from taking action. Why would the Overlord punish both of... Forgive me. It is not my place to question. We should have conquered the enemy within weeks of arriving in the valley. The delay reflects poorly on us all. Let's see. If we all follow Kyrus's will and stop the indirection, no harm will come to any of us. Glares silently. 2 Archons and their armies cannot take a citadel they've taken before. Of course, Kyrus is displeased. Or a subterfuge. Your first instinct is to blame the Scarlet Chorus. No wonder Kairos resorts to an edict to enforce order. Yes, well, there has indeed been little goodwill between our armies, and you are right. When we act as we do, what choice do we give the Overlord? And you are right. I should not cast blame so freely, especially not when talking to a servant of justice. My apologies. Well, you've traveled a long way. I won't keep you further. I'm sure the Archons will want to hear from you at... Her voice falls silent, her attention snapping eastward with alarm. Did you hear that? More runners. 3rd time this week. The Oathbreakers keep trying to send messengers through the mountains to gather help from outside the valley. She points over to the collapsed part by which you arrived. But they're a bit too late for that now. Come! Let's show these Oathbreakers a good fight. Onwards. Combat. Tyranny uses a pausable real-time combat system. Because you will often manage more than one character at a time, it's a good idea to pause a game, issue orders, and resume real-time combat to see the orders play out. Okay, fair enough. Options contain many choices. Press spacebar to pause and unpause. Can always perform basic attacks using their equipped weapon or their fists if fighting unarmed. Characters also have special abilities. Okay. All your character's abilities and spells can be accessed by selecting the category icon at the bottom of the selected frame. Abilities are grouped into talents, spells, combo abilities, artifact abilities, reputation abilities, and stances. Category icons for weapon sets and quick items follow. To use an ability, left-click on the ability, or press the hotkey, yada yada yada. 5 primary defenses, so that goes into the defenses, and 4 possible results from any attack. Hit, critical, graze, and miss. Critical increases your damage, while graze reduces it. With each attack, you gain experience in the weapon skills used to make the attack. Even a miss will grant some experience. Okay. Well, we're attacking. We can... Shield Slam. You know what? Go for it.
Right.
There, dazed you. Didn't mean for that to happen. I don't know why it did. I think it's one of the settings I have. Hold on a second. I cannot change difficulty. That's not what I want. I want the auto pause. Weapon ineffective. That must be what it is. Okay, you know what? Hold on. Let me remove that. Let's see if this fixes that. Yeah, that fixes it.
I got it.
Let's try a thrust, see how that works. That was actually more effective. I don't know why it's so rough to actually cause damage to the guy. Stun him again. That's one down. Let's check further along the path for more. Hold on. There are 6 categories of talents available to your character: leadership, defense, power, agility, range, and magic. With each level, you gain 1 point to purchase a talent from any of these categories. Within a talent tree, each tier of talents unlocks based on how many talent points have been spent within that tree. Each companion has their own talent tree with unique abilities. Okay. What are these others? Skill increased. One of your characters has gone up a rank. As you use your skills in the game, they accumulate experience. When they gain enough experience, they will increase their skill rank. As skill ranks increase, your characters will gain experience towards their next level. Okay. Next, engagement. Characters are engaged, they immediately stop moving. If they move away, they'll provoke a powerful disengagement attack. Learning how to do things. Score to crit, I don't care. Movement and controls, I know how to do that. Characters. Okay, that was how to interact with people. Lore and reactivity tooltips. Okay. Well, I can grab, let's see, Potion of Protection and Whetstone. Oh, it's going into there. What are these things? Desiccated corpses line the road of victory to Vendrian's Well, an example of the fate that awaits all those who resist Kyros's will. We also have the path behind you is now blocked. Kyros's magic has sealed the valley. The ancient Weeping Mother statue pays homage to Queen Lyceris, first of her name. Fresh water once flowed from the statue, but when Kyros's forces attacked Vendrian's Well in 429, the statue began weeping blood, and has done so ever since. We should be vigilant and deal with the remaining Oathbreakers in the pass. This seems like a suicide mission. What did the Vendrian Guard hope to accomplish? From what we've learned from the other prisoners, the runners are instructed to escape the valley and drum up support for the Oathbreakers' cause elsewhere in the tiers. I don't know who they think will listen to their pleas. We've smashed every army, fortress, and self-proclaimed ruler these lowborn tiersmen have to offer. I actually think the wild beasts will rally to their side. Disfavored victory has soaked the tears of fear. I doubt anyone would rally to their hopeless cause. My thoughts exactly. They lost this war years ago. This is little more than the last gasp of a dying people. I've been traveling for days. How much longer until I reach the Archons? You're almost to your destination. Once we clear the pass of the enemy, just head south down the foothills. From there, should just be a matter of hours to the encampments. Carry on. The avalanche has us blocked. Think you could fit through the rubble? Let's see. Boulder. A rock slide blocks the path ahead. You can squeeze through a narrow gap between the stones, or you can attempt to push one of the boulders out of your way. I think we have the athletics, so press your weight against the boulder directly in your path until it starts to move. Brute strength will also work. Where's the... Ah, there it is. It's not very effective, but... Let's see, character recovery. All characters, friend and foe, must recovery after every action they take in combat. This recovery timer is displayed above each character in combat. The length of recovery time varies based on the character, the weapon they're wielding, the armor they have equipped, the attack ability or spell they just used. If you wish an action to a character and want to cancel, okay. Knocked out. When a party member is reduced to 0 health, they are knocked out. This means they are out of the fight, but as long as their side is victorious, they will regenerate their health when combat ends. Being knocked out applies a wound to the character, reducing their maximum health for future combats until they rest or level up. Sounds useful. And interactive objects. Okay. Let's try that. Oh, that was effective. Alright, switch back to the sword, get in there, and shield slam her.
Will do.
Try and save this guy.
On it.
There we go. Got him. And we've got Sun Soldier's Javelin. Let me see here a second. Hold on, what do we have? We have a Bronze Javelin. That is... fine. Phalanx is slightly longer than regulation spears. Oh, that's a spear. Also, we have Rogue's Leather, which actually is better than what we have. Surprisingly. That one I don't think is ranged, but that... yeah, it's a much shorter range. Very short. This one is the same on range. This one? Maybe not. Alright, anyway. Don't bother with me. Go down to the pass. Drastus. Ugh. The soldier clutches his gut and winces. You can see a hint of entrails between his fingers. You're wounded, and it's not trivial. He laughs through clenched teeth. This but a scratch. I've seen twice as worse 10 times over. He doubles over in pain, gagging and shivering. If you'll let me help. I said I'm fine! Graven Ash protects. You go on and help the other. Hold on. Graven Ash, Archon of War, is capable of shielding his soldiers from injury and fatigue. His protective influence exerts itself even from far away or as he sleeps. If he sleeps. Rumors disagree. Few understand how this arcane power works, but all who have faced the disfavored in battle will attest that Ash's soldiers can survive serious harm and shrug off the fatigue of starvation or long marches in heavy armor. When the disfavored are wounded, Ash's Aegis, as some refer to the Archon's unique power, appears to help the disfavored swiftly recuperate and return to battle. Well, I tried to save you, but very well. Let's move on. Another body here. With Waking Death. Okay. Several skulls, bleached by the sun and picked clean by carrion birds, are spiked on a roughly hewn post. It is the only heraldry the Scarlet Chorus needs. I need to hold it down? That's annoying.
Sorry, I can't.
You'll have to hit harder than that. Pity, you want to... Try and catch me, worm.
A young Scarlet Fury weaves around the Vendrian Guard attackers, avoiding their weapons with fluid grace. She nods to acknowledge you. A breathless enemy soldier passes a glance to her countryman. This one's crazy! Too much lead in her water. We should cut our losses and turn back.
Fate finder. Here at last. Care to join me in putting these cowards out of their misery?
She nods to the armed soldiers bearing down on her. Save something for me. For the realm of Apex, charge! The Vendrian Guard level their weapons and advance. Hey, we've got a companion now. Blood-soaked stone. Coordinate reverse to narc your target prone, then follow up with a strong bleeding attack. Sure, let's try this. That was surprisingly effective. Hold on, switch back to the sword.
I got it.
Burning iron.
Take that!
As well as blood-soaked stone and skewer.
Phew. I can tell you didn't spend the conquest in a diplomat's tent.
The fighter surveys the fresh corpses and nods with satisfaction.
I'm Verse, by the way. But there are more important things to take care of than introductions. Those Vendrian guard we killed didn't come alone.
She gestures to the skirmish unfolding in the pass below, shaking her head. Why are the Vendrian guard attacking now?
My guess? The Vendrian guard are testing our strength in battle, learning how we perform before they organize a real offensive. That, or they're really, really desperate to get beyond the mountains and couldn't wait until nightfall.
Not so fast. First, explain what you're doing here.
The voices of Narat told me to intercept you at Edgering Ruins before you busied yourself solving all of the camp's problems. Guess I was too late.
I mean, I would.
You're due for a meeting with the Archons, but we should handle the small matter of this ambush first.
You fight like a storm. What's your role in the army?
A Scarlet Fury, one of the elite killers of our ignoble gang. You'll see more than a few of us around camp, but don't let that fool you. We're a rare breed. Most of the soldiers in the Scarlet Chorus are little more than farmers and children armed with rusted forks. Makes them easier to control. The voices of Narat called his best fighters to this siege. There must be something important about Vendrian's well, though don't ask me what. The Archon isn't in the habit of spilling secrets.
I'm ready when you are.
Eager. I like that. Before we go, you might search among the remains of our fallen comrades. Wherever they're bound, I doubt they'll miss their boots, much less any rings or any useful iron they might be clutching.
I see your point. Nice and practical.
No reason to pity the fallen. Before long, we might wish we'd joined them here. But at least we'll enjoy heavy pockets and warm toes. For the voices of Narat!
Verse furrows her brow and focuses down on the battle to come.
Right.
Alright, what have we got? Scarlet Fury Helm, Potion of Elemental Barrier, Lesser Healing Potion, Scroll, Lesser Sigil of Reaching Grasp, and Hide.
I got it.
An empty spike stands waiting to claim its victim. Probably investigate that later. Hold on, what is this helm? I think I'll take that. And what do you... Okay, you are going to go down here. You go in here. You go in here. You actually could use a helm. Interesting who you are. Rot Spear? Okay. Red Rivers and Gutseeker, and she's also got a Tearsman's Spine bow. Okay. Anyway. Oh, I can talk to her.
You should loot some of these bodies before moving on. Where they're going, I don't think they'll miss their gear.
Well, we've already looted the bodies.
Can't do that.
Oh, here's the stairs. Eyes forward! No looking back! The Vendrian Guard warrior roars with his faust held high, his words largely lost over the din of combat. Stand aside, or your funeral will be over the side of the bluff. Seeing you squarely in his path, the soldier points his weapon your way. I applaud your bravery, but I implore you to end this foolishness and lay down your arms. Not a chance. If I surrender, I'm as good as dead. At least we can drag some of Kairos' chosen along our short journey to the void. As he signals his men to charge, the sound of chanting rises from the south, drawing his attention. Scarlet Chorus reinforcements! Hurry! Run down the Oathbreakers! Let none escape! From the red mob of reinforcements from the south, a blood chanter emerges at the head of the rabble, the ornamental crest of her staff pulsing with crimson tones. Signing sigils of magic and wordlessly moving her mouth, the blood chanter scribes a series of spells into the air. A red glow surrounds the Vendrian Guard warriors as the chanter's magic worms its way into their minds, blinding them with rage. Hold position, all of you! You there, keep to the path! The warrior gestures along the canyon trail, but his soldiers turn their attention to the Scarlet Chorus, roaring challenges. No! Don't engage them! We need to run! His orders falling on deaf ears, the warrior reluctantly readies his weapon. You know what I like? I like the idea of blood-soaked stone on this big guy. The companion Verse has joined your party. Verse is a capable warrior skilled in both melee and ranged combat. As you acquire companions, you will need to balance their strengths against the strengths of your character to be successful in combat. While it is possible to adventure alone, you will find the game more rewarding with a well-balanced party. Okay. Right-click his settings. Several stance abilities. Ooh. What do you have? Red Geyser fight aggressively, lowering parry and dodge defenses. Portion of all damage Verse takes will empower next attacks. Striking with precision, become more accurate on certain abilities, and Unbound and Mocking Iron are also pretty hard. You know what? Let's stick with what you got. Now do this special ability. Somehow that didn't work. Do try and kill him, because she seems to be having some problems.
Damn thing couldn't pierce cloth.
This is you.
I better not wake up dead.
And she's wounded. Am I really about to die here?
Take that. I'm not dead yet.
Okay, I survived. That was rougher than I wanted. Come quick! We have a situation on the cliffside. They have the commander. Okay, that was less than pleasant. Oh look, boots. Several skulls, bleached by the sun and picked clean by carrion birds, are spiked on a roughly hewn post. It is the only heraldry the Scarlet Chorus needs. Weapons and armor are strewn haphazardly around the cart. Every blade shows signs of rust, and every piece of armor is in need of repair. And we have boots. Yeah, go with that. You... yeah, you're fine. Okay, and I have to end this episode here because it has effectively gone on long enough. Next episode, we'll continue onward, see what we can find and deal with. That'll be in the next episode. So until then, I am Chester44. That is Jason, Pendragon, and Verse. This has been a Let's Play of Tyranny, and I shall see you all next time.